Let us now discuss our recommendations on distress management, especially those issues which probably the government has not addressed as of now. Our first recommendation is to suspend the FRBM Act and prudential norms for MSMEs for at least 1 year. This is a time of distress and economic pain, and so we cannot really follow the norms which were meant for a normal period and a normal year. This year we have to keep all of them aside so that our primary focus is for survival and ensuring that we do not collapse. Loans to MSMEs without considering external rating requirements is very important. Even now, several banks are insisting on CIBIL scores or could be CRISIL ratings or other things. These are very dangerous, very detrimental at this hour because many MSMEs are not in a position to really produce that kind of a rating background. So this is important that we suspend this for a certain period of time. Other recommendation is provide credit facilities to returning migrants to set up their own ventures, train them on their skill development programs. Many of these migrant workers would probably not go back to the towns and cities. They would probably want to stay back in the places from where they come from. It is important that the government of India provides sufficient credit facility to these people that they can have a gainful source of income. Provide interest-free crop loans to farmers, including animal husbandry, having holding up to 5 acres for the current year. Our recommendation is to cap it to 5 acres only. People above 5 acres, probably the subsidized interest rate is still okay. But farmers who have holdings less than 5 acres or an equivalent barometer for animal husbandry, the life is very, very tough. The entire logistic chain is badly hurt and they would need funds, but they would not be able to afford huge costs of production and marketing. So we recommend that land holdings of up to 5 acres should be exempt from interest at least for this 1 year. We have seen that the delivery of the government services, food and essential commodities to people in distress has not gone down well in many localities. NGOs and self-help groups have been doing their own bit, but there has been significant lack of coordination among all these agencies. So we recommend to involve philanthropists, intermediaries, self-help groups and NGOs for effective last mile delivery of relief measures. Similarly, the BPL card holders have gone through a distress. They are already below poverty line. So for them, even the differential amount of earnings has been badly hit. So we recommend that the government gives double the amount of food grain, pulses and edible oil allocated to them for the rest of the year as well till December 2020 so that they will be able to survive this catastrophic period. Sad part is many people who are above poverty line are also likely to slip back into poverty line, below poverty line because they have lost employment or means of gainfully earning something for their livelihood. So our recommendation to the government is to support non-BPL category people, especially in segments like tourism, temple administration, event management, entertainment and other sectors which are exempt, which are still not exempted from the restrictions that have been lifted post the lockdown period. For instance, you could see that there are lots of shops and businesses which are linked to temple economy. All those people are badly hit because people are not allowed to go to the temples. We have seen Jagannath Rath Yatra. Lakhs of people would have been dependent on one Rath Yatra event. All of them are badly hit. One day's or a season's earnings would have taken care of their earnings for the rest of the year. They are all badly hit. Similarly, tourism. Many tourist spots have all lost tourism, they lost traffic, and so the people associated with them, be it taxi operators, tour guides, or the ecosystem around it are all suffering a lot. So some of them are likely to slip below the poverty line. We are recommending to the government that these people should be targeted and given the same support what they are giving to the BPL holders. The elephant in the room obviously is China, and China has been doing a lot of goods which are dumping in Indian market, which are killing the Indian local economy. We are recommending to the government to pursue levying anti-dumping and anti-tariff barriers on imports from China, especially those which does not require high technology related inputs. It could be commercial, consumable items, or it could be toys, it could be so many other aspects, cosmetics, all these things could be easily produced in India. So we should try and protect the local industry by imposing anti-dumping and non-tariff barriers on China. Last but not the least, in the distress management related thing, the whole economy is in distress, and there is no exception to this. The private sector is going to see a lot of loss of jobs, and many companies have imposed salary cuts on people. People are unable to draw their salaries, or they have been forced to go on unpaid leave for a certain while the entire economy and the private sector is suffering. It cannot be that the government and the government enterprises start getting their salaries in the normal way. Abnormal times require abnormal solutions as well. It is time that the government also contributes to this pain, and they also take certain hit in this. Our team recommends that 30% of their salaries be cut for the rest of the year, at least till March 2021, and reviewing the market conditions and the economy, this may be extended beyond March 21st as the situation may stand on that day. This is very crucial because at least the government employee is assured of his job, whereas a non-government employee in the private sector is not even sure of his job. We are going to see a huge amount of unemployment. Many enterprises, many companies, many private businesses are going to shut down. And by the time these people get back their job, they may not be even at the levels with which they exited. So given these, it is but important that government also takes the cost cut on their side.